Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you a few of the products that I want to use up in the year 2016. These are products that I've had in my collection for a little while and I want to make room for just more products basically. So I have everything in a drawer here and I have like a Muji set up right in front of my camera, and this is the drawer that I picked out to put everything in. So I'm just going to show you the things that like I said, want to get rid of and hopefully do checkups throughout the year, and whatever I don't get rid of, I guess, I don't know, because I really want to get rid of some of this stuff. So let me just jump right in. I'm going to start off with this contour palette from, what is it from? From City Color. I got this at Generation Beauty, I would say not this past year, but the year before. It's actually the only real contour palette that I have. It has this really deep shade, this brown shade, and of course a highlight shade. So it has these three shades here. The bronzing shade is a bit cooler. I would say cooler to like a neutral shade. The bronzing shade is a little bit warmer. And I've just had this palette for a while, but I found bronzing and contour powders that I like a little bit better. This one, it was only $5. I think normally maybe it's $10 on the website, but I've just found products that I like a little bit better, so I do want to use up this one before I venture out and try other contouring products. Continuing on with the face, I have this golden dark little sample of a Bare Minerals Ready foundation. I have to say that I hate the Ready foundation formula. I hate it. I used to work for Bare Minerals for about 6 months and I hated it. It looked good on very, very few people. I would say if you had dry skin and wanted something very sheer, it would look good on you, or if you had dry skin and had perfect skin and wanted something really full coverage, it would work because it emphasized every pore, every hole, everything. But that's not the point. The point is it actually looks really nice in concentrated areas. It blends really nice. It actually have a hydrating formula. So this is in the shade, like I said, Golden Dark. And I do like this as, is it even going to show? I just like this as a bronzing shade. It's not going to show up. It is a little bit orangey, but with my skin tone, orangey bronzers don't look bad. So I have this that I want to use up as well. I have a few of these samples from the Balm. This is back when I was a part of Birchbox and Ipsy, which has been at least 2 years since I've stopped. I have this little In-Stain blush. This is in the shade Swiss Dot. That's what it looks like there. I have the Hot Mama, which I have the full size in a Z palette, so that's why I want to get rid of this one. This one is a really pretty blush. And then I have the Mary Luminizer, which is a really, really pretty highlight. This is something that I do plan to purchase full size when I run out of this one, but I've used this one quite a bit, and you can see there's a dent, and it's still going strong, and it's been around for a minute. So I'm hoping to get rid of those just so I can make room in my collection for something else. Moving on to e.l.f. I just have one product from them, and this is what the hell is this? Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duo. This is in Turks and Caicos. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. There's a really sparkly bronzer here. This one is a dupe for NARS's Sun Blush. These ones are really fine blush and bronzer. This is the shades there on the back of my hand. They're fine. They're just fine. They're not my best at blending. There's things that I think lay on the skin a little bit easier, blend a little bit better. So it's just something that I want to use up. I do like traveling with this though because it does have a really nice mirror, and if I lose or forget it, it's not something that I'm going to be heartbroken by. So this has been a travel companion, but I'm just ready to kind of stick with products that I know blend really nicely on the skin. I think this is my last like face powder product, and this is in the shade Hot or Hoyt. It's a glow blush from TG. I have a few blushes in this shade, about 3 actually, and it's just a shade that I wear a lot. It's like a bronzy coppery shade there. I just have a few products that I wear our own that are really similar to this. So this is just the one I've had the longest. So this is the one that I want to get rid of first. Now moving on to face, I have these LA Pro Conceal concealers. These ones are kind of hit and miss. I don't know if I would repurchase. I love the price tag, but I have really dry under eyes. I feel like I've said this 100 times, and these do dry to a more matte finish. This shade is creamy beige. I like this when it's winter time, or if I really want an intense highlight. It is a little bit more on the peachy side, so it does do a little bit of correcting. I don't have extremely dark circles, so I find that something like this can be enough if I just want to do a little bit of correcting. And this one is more of a shade match, is in the shade Pure Beige. This one's more of a yellow tone. The thing is that as soon as I opened it, this had a really grainy texture. Even when I blend it on the back of my hand and try to blend out, I can still feel the grains. They don't really smooth away. And this one was really runny compared to this one. So I'm a little bit concerned as to which formula is the correct formula. This really creamy one or this really grainy one. So I don't know. LA Girl is kind of hard to get your hands on as well. You really have to order it online most of the time. So I don't know if I'd repurchase this. Another face product is this Pixi Flawless Beauty Primer. This is one of my favorite primers. It's one of the very few that I actually notice a difference in my skin. I have this little travel one, and I do own the full size, so that's why I just want to get rid of the travel one. I also have a couple of Too Faced little samples. This is a Hangover RX primer. I got this in a kit recently, and there's not much left. Maybe 1 or 2 uses out of this. Not something that I'd purchase most likely. It feels like a moisturizer, so I would just use my moisturizer as a primer. So I didn't notice a huge difference, but it was a product that I wanted to try. I think it's going to be like, yeah, washed out. Lighting's a little bit strong because it's raining outside. And this is my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This used to be my favorite eye primer until they changed the formula a few years ago. It's now kind of gritty. It's a lot sheerer and it's a little bit more tacky. So I don't know if you are going to be able to tell the texture in that, but I don't love it like I used to. But anytime I buy a Too Faced palette, they come free, so I'll use it. This is the last face product before we move on, and this is just a little sample of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. This was a sample I got in Y375. This is way too light for me, but I have mixed it with other things. The downside to that is I've never been able to wear it a full day by itself to see if I like it because the color is just way too light. I'll show you a little bit on the back of my hand. So I don't know if I'd repurchase this. Oh, way too much came out. Because it just, I don't know. I really don't know how it wears. You can see the shade is just way too light. It's more of a neutrally yellow, which I like, but I can't do anything with that. And moving on to eyes, I have my Sonia Kashuk Eye on Neutral Matte Palette. This has been like my OG for the past, I would say probably like 2 years. It is, as it kind of lets you know, an all matte palette. These are really the perfect matte shades. You have really any color that you could ever need in a matte. A black, a gray, there's cool tones, neutrals, warm tones, there's highlight shades. This palette is really, really great, especially at the price point of only $20. But I do have the Viseart palette, which is really similar, so I do want to use this one up so I can really dive into the Viseart one. I do plan to do a comparison of the two palettes for you guys to let you guys know the difference, so let me know if you guys want to see that so I can get that ready for you guys. But I've just had this for a while. This plastic's starting to kind of break down, so this is my eyeshadow pan project for the year. Couple of other eyeshadows is I have this little sample of my favorite loose eyeshadow. It's really the only one that I would probably consider to buy in full size. This is from Bare Minerals. The shade is Drama. It is the perfect all over lid one shadow look shadow. You can smudge a little liner and deepen up the lash line. This color is just gorgeous. I really, really like it. I wish it came in a pressed version. I haven't found anything that's exactly like this. It is a color that you would think that would be dupeable, but it has bronze and deep brown. It just reflects really pretty onto the skin. So this is Drama from Bare Minerals. Depending on when I finish this, I'll decide if it's worth the mess to purchase the full size of this. Another eyeshadow, this one is from Sally Girl. I've had this one for a while now. It's actually a shadow that I've repurchased. It's broken because I've had it for so long. This one is a baked eyeshadow. I believe these are only 99 cents. And can you see the pigmentation on my finger? This shadow is beautiful. Another one of those one shadow lid colors. So you can see it's a lot more bronzy than Drama. Drama does have some taupe in it as well. This shade is really, really pretty, and I loved baked products. So for 99 cents, I would definitely check out some of the Sally Girl cosmetics at Sally's Beauty Supply. And last but not least, I have a lip product. I only have one, but that's really because that is all that would fit in the drawer. When I finish this, I will probably replace it with something else. This is the Wet n Wild Fergie Velvet Matte Lip Color. This is in the shade, in the shade Timeless Chick. Weird name. I did have a swatch video of all of these. I will show you this on this hand actually because the other hand's still wet. It's just a really pretty, on-trend, mauve-y matte shade. It's the only shade out of the whole collection that I actually liked. The thing is that it's broken, so that's why I want to use it up. And I might repurchase it. It's really inexpensive. These were under $3, I believe. So this is a really pretty shade. It's comfortable on the lips. It's matte, but it's not one of the liquid lipstick styles. So it isn't going to last throughout the day, but it isn't going to dry out your lips like a liquid matte lipstick would. So a really pretty, perfect shade. I love this, and I would probably be repurchasing this once I run out. So guys, that is all of my products that I want to use up in 2016. Let me know in the comments below what products you plan to use up this year, and let me know if there's any makeup suggestions what I should repurchase or replace in my collection out of these ones. I'll talk to you guys later and have a great day. Bye.